Hi, welcome back, it's Susan. I've had a play with this new embossing folder, a memory box Anemone embossing folder, which comes with 2 dies. So I've run it through the machine and it comes out so beautiful. Look at the imprint on that. And with the dies, I cut the dies out first, placed them back into the appropriate area in the embossing folder. I did tape them down with a little low tack tape so it wouldn't shift, and ran it through, and gives you that beautiful imprint. Today I've decided I'm going to use my pencils and colour them just with a couple of colours, obviously keeping it tonal. So I've chosen this gorgeous blue today. Just doing flicking motions, not colouring all over and in more areas than others, because when it comes to blending, I want them to be some light and shade in that colour. And with the embossing folder, I'm not colouring any of the actual folder, I'm just colouring these die cut parts. Sort of like a spotlight effect. So that first pencil that I've chosen, it's called, what's it called? It's called Periwinkle. And I'm going to blend with some Gamsol and a paper stump. That second pencil I used was Peacock Blue. If you've not heard of Gamsol, it's an odourless mineral spirit that's artist grade, and because these pencils, the Arteza pencils, are a waxy pencil, the mineral spirit kind of dissolves the waxy part of the pencil, and that's what gives you the nice blend. As you can see, you can always go back as well if you want to add more colour. Just soaking that paper stump a little bit and blending. And the little pot, what I've got with my Gamsol in, it's just a pot that I bought from Primark, you know, in the makeup section. And I got a pack of these different size pots. I've got 2 cotton makeup pads in it, and then I just tip some Gamsol in just to soak up on that cotton pad. And that pot's got an inner lid, so that I know that it's not going to spill, it's not going to evaporate, and it does stay on that cotton pad for a very, very long time. And once you've done this blending, and the Gamsol does dry very quickly, it evaporates very quickly, you can add more colour if you'd like to on your project. So you can see my cotton wool pads in there. Going on to the next one. Just doing that flicking motion on there. So there you can see my Arteza. Putting the stump into the Gamsol. If you can't get Gamsol, or you've got there's a product called Zest It, that works well as well with the pencils, the waxy pencils. Now for these stems, I've just chosen two greys. One's a space grey, the other one is elephant grey. So I'm just doing grey as the stem accent colour. Just popping another little bit of grey down. I have got to emphasise again, these embossing folders are absolutely stunning. This is the first time I've had a play with the dye. I've not had ones with dyes before, and it's beautiful. That's the Gamsol and my pot. Just pour it into the pot, not to the top, just so that it's soaked into the cotton wool pads. And there's the areas that it's going to sit. And I've chosen that pale blue background. I've picked up a piece of ribbon out of my stash. So placing double-sided tape on one of my mat layers. And when I say double-sided tape, that was foam tape. This is just the ordinary double-sided tape. This one is really sticky. I can't tell you what brand it is, because when I did buy, a lady was destashing, and I bought a plethora of things. It were like a job lot, and these tapes was in it. So I can't tell you what it is, but my goodness, does this stick. That's my layer with the foam tape. And that's how I'm going to build it up. Just having a look how it's going to be the finished, apart from I haven't got the ribbon on yet. I've done a sentiment on the computer. So I'm just popping these together first. I just had a look in my stash what ribbon I'd got that would kind of go with this theme, and I thought that one wasn't too bad. So I'm placing the ribbon on the front in between those two die cut image pieces, just cutting the excess off the back and placing that onto the mat layer. when I've got those corners, just whipping that tape out. You can see how sticky it is. My fingers keep sticking to it. Placing that down as well. And I want that stem going over the ribbon. But when I've put that little piece down, I saw a bit that's on the embossing folder, which is not part of the die cut, but I did want to add a little bit of colour to it, so just placing that down. So with the Sweet Petunia precision glue press, popping my glue down. Just making that ribbon part of the design with that stem. And I'm liking that. So with this sentiment, I've not took it out of the die. I'm going to just flip it, do that little trick to add a little bit more dimension to it, just rubbing that ball tool against the inside of the die, turning it over, just putting a gentle line of the blue on the right top side and then on the bottom left, getting the Gamsol and just blending it, just to bring a little bit of something to that banner. I'm going to put that onto some foam tape, I think. Now, I've been asked where I get this foam tape from, and it sticks to anything. It comes in a 46-metre roll. It's massive. It lasts absolutely, I can't tell you. I might have had it 18 months, but I did put an order in last week and they do have sales. So if you want to check them out, now's the time to do it. So just popping that down onto that front of my card. And you know I'm going to do a 10th fold, but I will finish it off with a sentiment when I know who's going to receive it. So I hope you've liked it. Like and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.